Tuesday night baseball set to come your way from Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Minnesota Twins and the Boston Red Sox. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Rick Porcello, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, we're watching a guy who's the reigning champion of the Cy Young in the American League last year. He's the American League Cy Young Award winner. That speaks volumes to his stuff and how he gets himself ready for games. He's always prepared. Lineups are afraid of him, and regardless he's having a good outing or not, the stuff carries. So I want to see him have a good outing today.
Here's Robbie Grossman. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And we kick things off tonight with a swing and a miss for a first pitch strike as we're underway. Harold Reynolds, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Well, Matt, they're 2-2 on the homestand, so obviously you don't want to go 2-3 if you lose this game here. 3-2 though. The win today gets you shooting towards maybe a nice little winning streak. That's why this game's important to me.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. HR, what's the key for them here tonight?
Well, in this day and age when so many teams are relying on that long ball to win games for them, this isn't one of those clubs, really. They're in the bottom third in the league in home runs, so they're going to put the ball in play. They're going to try to manufacture runs. They can run into one every now and then, but that's not the key part of their offense.
Eddie Rosario comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. On the ground up the middle, Pedroia has it, and he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Here's Brian Dozier now. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike one. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses, ball one.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one. Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Well, I think he's trying to get...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down go the Twins in order, and now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Nick Tepesh will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, he has really struggled his last 3 outings. The ERA totally inflated. It's over 5. When you look at that, that's too many runs he's given up. And he's just not giving his team a chance to even get out the gate and win the game.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. A quick out number 1. Now a chance here from Fenway to take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup card. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, when he's going good, there are very few guys as fun to watch as Hanley Ramirez. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
So coming to the plate, Xander Bogaerts. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting. And H, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matt, they've been a little up and down on this road trip. A little inconsistent, but 2-2 is not bad. Better than being 0-4. They win this game today, though, and it really kind of turns the tide for them a bit.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Liner towards second, and a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And he'll get in there safely.
Well, that's a nice infield single, and was he flying down the line or what? But, man, you should say, hey, he's smelling that base hit right there. He was digging for that hit.
Settling in now, Mookie Betts. He's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Now, Summersgill's tough to figure out. He may get some complaints. You don't know what side of the bed he woke up on. And that's like his strike zone. He'll call one side of the plate and not the other. When you figure out what side he's calling, that's where you make your living.
Tapped up the first baseline. That's a foul ball. Here's another 0-2. Fastball right back to the mound. There's one. Back to Mauer, but it's not in time, and they'll settle for just the 1 out.
Well, he showed right there why he's such a tough guy to double up. He can fly, and he busted it down the line, so they just get the 1 out.
Jake Lamb standing in now. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First things first, here's a throw over. And the runner back in standing. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back. He's set and the pitch. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Red Sox leave 1. We are still scoreless. Digging in now, Miguel Sano. Ranked number 6 in the American League home run race. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, time for a majestic defensive alignment for the Red Sox. And I'm looking in the outfield at Mookie Betts. This kid came up as a second baseman, flew through the organization, tearing it up. But where are you going to go when you're blocked by Dustin Pedroia? So they moved into the outfield. I cannot believe how quick he caught on.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, the Green Monster comes into play. You don't see that many other places. I don't think any other place. That's the coolness of Fenway Park and the Green Monster. You get held to a single, but, man, you hit a ball off the Monster. You can tell everybody that one.
Stepping up now, Max Kepler. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here's Lamb to make the catch now, and there are 2 away. So here's Joe Mauer. In his career against Porcello, comes in with 15 hits in 58 tries. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well.
You know what? That ball's right down the middle. I think he was taking first pitch, just really trying to measure it.
0-2 now as Mauer can't come up with anything on that swing. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, sometimes you just have to shake your head on plays like this. Looked like he was there in plenty of time, had a beat on it, but he must have just lost concentration for a split second, and the ball falls. Should have made that play, though.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 1 home run and 17 RBIs. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Twins strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in, Jackie Bradley Jr. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard on the ground toward short. Beautiful diving stop. Safe. Remarkable play just to stop that ball, but it's going to go into the books as a hit, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Designated hitter, Hanley Ramirez.
So stepping in, Hanley Ramirez. And being a right-handed hitter, it's not altogether shocking to see he's a better hitter here at Fenway Park than he is away from home. Pitch out, nothing doing. Nobody out, runner on first. Hard hit ball to second. And Ramirez is aboard, hits a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Back-to-back hits, and now the inning is set up. They're trying to put the first run on the board so you can bunt, move them up. Now you're second and third. You may draw the infield in, or if they sit back, you get the easy ground ball, and you pick up the first run of the game. But it's all set up with those back-to-back singles, and now you can do whatever you want to do with the rest of the inning.
Striding forward, Chris Johnson. And he's swinging a pretty hot bat coming in. Hits in each of his last 7 games. Swing and a miss, 0-1. I'm set with the 0-1. On the ground is short. This could be 2. The Dozier for 1. On the Mauer, it's a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
At the plate, Giovanni Soto. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200. Hit hard on the ground at first. Mauer's there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. There's Porcello back at it now as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. Popped up. Lamb is calling for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Robbie Grossman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Robbie Grossman. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Third inning, no score to this point. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Up with the ball is Pedroia. Throw on to first, and Porcello's looking good here. 2 away.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Ready for another chance? Eddie Rosario. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. 2-out hit, and that'll bring Brian Dozier to the plate this inning as well.
Now this was crazy. He throws a fastball by him, then he comes back with an off-speed pitch. My question is, why are you speeding up his bat?
Stepping in now, Brian Dozier, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for Minnesota. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Standing in, contending, and with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. First pitch coming. Here it is, and a slider tails outside for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left, and it's off the green monster.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
In now, Dustin Pedroia. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. On the move is Rosario. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. First delivery to him on the way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Rosario is there. 2 down.
The batter, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. He's ready. Now the pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Kepler's there for it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Red Sox. We'll head to the 4th. Still scoreless. Here's Miguel Sano. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Miguel Sano.
Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Here we are in the middle of the game, and he's 90% on the first pitch strike, throwing strikes. 90%. Forget about it. You do that, you got no chance of hitting this guy.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. A solo shot here to left. 19th home run for him on the season as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it just like he did there.
The batter, number 5. Designated hitter, Eduardo
Escobar standing in. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. A little tapper. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. This is pulled into right. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now.
That ball's right in his wheelhouse. Man, pitcher got lucky. He hit a screaming line drive. Had he lifted it, he'd be jogging right now for 4.
So here's Joe Mauer as he loops under the ball and pops it up. Lamb has room in foul territory. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, catcher, Jason Castro.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
I'll tell you what, right there, Matt, that's a sign of a guy that was sitting on an off-speed pitch. He threw that fastball right by him.
Ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
I love how aggressive he is. He's just attacking the zone with the fastball. Here it is. Now he's at 1-2 count, and really he can go anywhere he wants now. Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. But the Twins fire the opening salvo as they're on the board courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Minnesota. Jake Lamb standing in now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's lifted the other way out to left. On the move is Rosario. 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. First pitch of the at-bat. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Swing and a line drive. But that's a foul ball.
He hit that changeup hard. Man, he saw it good. Just wasn't able to keep it fair.
Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. Hit out towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Hanley Ramirez.
Here's Hanley Ramirez, a base hit in his first trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as you take a look at the graphic, you can see he's currently 3rd on the Red Sox in that department. Here's Chris Johnson now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Well, now they got the tying run at first base. Now it's going to take a ball in the gap to really score this guy from first base. And I'm really curious how they're going to defend that on a relay throw, and maybe if we have a play or not. But you got to hit one in the gap to get there first.
The 1-0 pitch. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. No runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Kepler is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Red Sox leave 1. They still trail 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Polanco. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Polanco.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Well, that'll get your head shaken at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Little dribbler down the line. That winds up foul. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Seems like he's thrown everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled him off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this one lands out of play into the visitor's dugout. This is on the ground over to first. Gloved by Johnson, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now
well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready once again, Robbie Grossman. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Slapped hard the opposite way, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Into the box, Eddie Rosario. He swings and grounds it to short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So a nice job there by the 2-hole hitter to extend the inning for the middle of the order. Here's Brian Dozier now, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Twins wind up stranding one. They lead it 1-0. Here's the catcher, Giovanni Soto now. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder Andrew Benintendi.
Striding in once again, Andrew Benintendi, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. 1-1.
Well, that ball's high as a strike in the zone can go, but umpires don't like to reward pitchers on that one. They want to make you get the ball down, so he called it a ball. Throw it down, you'll get the strike.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rosario is right there, and there's the second out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 15.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, Matt, that's 2 quick outs, but if you look at the pitch count, it's way down low. He's being aggressive, and so are they. He's got a chance to get through this one.
No runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now.
And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ready with another 0-2. Push softly over toward the right side, but an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Here's Miguel up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
In there for strike one. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Drilled to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single.
Well, that's a perfect example of taking a ball inside out. You know, you hear that terminology, stay inside the ball. Right there, he took a ball inside and shot it the other way for a base hit.
Eduardo Escobar stands in as he looks at a called strike.
That's a pretty good break right there, breaking all the way across the zone. Now, it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But, man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, right fielder, Max Kepler.
Digging in and looking for more, Max Kepler. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. In there at the knees, strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And that gets him on the mound. Tyler
attention,
Thornburg
please.
is forced
Now
onto the
pitching for
mound
the
now
Red Sox,
following the injury.
number
He'll get as many
47,
warm-up tosses as he
Tyler
needs as a result.
Thornburg.
Joe Mauer will be his first assignment here as he'll
First
face him with
baseman,
runners at
number 7,
first and second and
Joe
one gone.
Mauer.
First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Bogarts to his left. He's there. And they will get the force for the out.
After fielding this one
Now
cleanly,
batting.
you see he tries to
Catcher.
take it himself at
Jason
second base, but
Castro.
they just can't turn the double play.
Ready once again, Jason Castro. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. 2 quick strikes and now the 0-2. And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. Twins strand a pair, but they're on top 1-0. Here's Xander Bogarts now. And at this point of the game, I think it's
Leading off
clear
for the
that the
Red
plan of
Sox,
attack
the
against the
shortstop,
top of the order
number
has
72.
worked.
Well, when you've only
Xander
surrendered one hit to the
Bogaerts.
top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Grossman is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the
Now
first
batting.
out of the inning.
Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Hit to short. Polanco ranges to his left. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Digging in to try it again. Jake Lamb 0 for 2 on his line thus far. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down. He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate. I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Whoa, back-to-back sliders. Now, the first one was almost like a practice pitch. He saw the
batting,
spin. The second
center
one,
fielder,
he recognized and got the
Jackie
base hit.
Bradley Jr.
Striding in once again, Jackie Bradley Jr. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the first pitch to him. This ball will be chopped foul. 2 out with the man at first. A swinging bunt to the mound. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the. Ready for another chance?
Leading
Jorge
off for the
Polanco.
Twins,
He comes in 0 for
shortstop,
2 thus far.
Jorge
And that one's
Polanco.
in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Inside with the breaking ball, 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. The 2-1 on its way. Now a swing, and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Lamb will get under this one, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Robbie.
Here's Robbie Grossman. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Now the pitch. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Oh, he hung him one right there. Curveball right down the middle. Those balls go a long way. He must have been looking for something else.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Chasing after it is Bradley. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Ready for another shot now. Eddie Rosario. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. There to get it is Pedroia. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they're up 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Hanley Ramirez. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox after the inning.
Well, they're starting to run out of time late in the game. That's a big leadoff hit. I know they're down 1, but that starts the rally. Let's see how they manufacture the rest of this inning.
Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. A bare hand for one on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Here's the catcher, Giovanni Soto now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. In there, strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down quietly. Here's Brian Dozier now. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
In there, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. The 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one. And there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Miguel Sano will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This the windup and the 1-0 pitch. Back up the middle. And Pedroia will stretch, but it's into center field for a base hit.
Well, he came to play this game. That base hit right there hit really hard. That makes him 3 for 4 on the day. What a day for him.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Eduardo Escobar standing in, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Eduardo Escobar goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Kepler.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He's 2 for 3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Now the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Minnesota, but they lead it 1-0. The left-handed hit. Benintendi stands in. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. High in the air into shallow left center. Rosario is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
The second baseman, number 15, Dustin Pedroia.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, what a dive. He's up with it. The throw. It's late. He's safe. Impressive play. Can't quite get him. And now the potential tying run is aboard. Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0 delivery. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
And this pitch is swung on and missed, and the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes. 2 away. Here's Mookie Betts. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. We'll get a look at the great Joe Mauer when we reach. Some of the hustle and bustle from historic Boston, Mass. as we're set for the remainder of this one from Fenway. Digging in once again, Joe Mauer.
And you may notice the usual closer is not in the game here with the save opportunity on the table.
Craig Kimbrell is called upon, and it's not for his usual role. Just hoping to keep the deficit at 1 here. Look out, 2-0 now.
Well, that's not what they were looking for when they brought him into the game. First pitch nearly hits the first batter he's facing. That's a little bit to be concerned if you're the manager.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. Full count now, 3-2. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Jason Castro stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Well, he's got a double play situation right here. If he can get the ball down, everything's been up. So I'm not really looking for a double play. It might take 2 or 3 hitters to get out of this jam.
He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Settling in now, Jorge Polanco. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. 0-1 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Runners on first with 1 down. On the ground to third. Scooped up. Pedroia. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Jake Lamb standing in now. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course,
there's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And with it, the Red Sox have tied it at 1.
boy, when this guy gets in the groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Won't get a decision in this one, but except for a few mistakes, he pitched pretty well here this evening. Michael Tonkin is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 59, Michael Tonkin. Now batting, center fielder.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. On the ground up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Well, there's another single. They're getting a lot of hits, but they're not getting that big clutch hit. They've only driven in 1 run, but they got a bunch of hits already strung across the scoreboard.
Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez, as it's on the ground toward the hole. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out.
Well, what a night for him. He's now 4 for 4 with that base hit.
Number 17, Chris Johnson.
Here's Chris Johnson now. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. A possible winning run on second. No one out. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
Now the 0-2 pitch, and a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
In now, Giovanni Soto. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement, it is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
The 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Well, he's hoping to be a hero and drive in the winning run, but that swing tells me he's a little too amped up. You don't chase a pitch that badly if you're playing within yourself.
Now the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. So a big moment in the ball game here. Andrew Benintendi, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Grounded down the third baseline. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the 9th as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back where we started from. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th. All tied at 1-1. Here's Robbie Grossman. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Way out in front. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Eddie Rosario is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
From the stretch, Brian Dozier is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
In my opinion, there is no one in this bullpen that relishes a moment like this on the mound other than this guy. It looks like he feeds off the challenge of pitching in tight games.
And he strikes out again, and that's the 5th time he's punched out today. This has certainly not been his game. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. A chance to win it now as we... Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
And 2 count. Here's the pitch. Line to the right side. And this will find the seam into right field, and there's your possible winning run aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, this is going to get real interesting. You get a base hit right here, and now you bring that winning runner on base. Are they going to play more of a National League game, maybe bunt him over? Or are they going to be American League traditionally and try to slug him home? Let's see what happens.
Standing in now, Xander Bogaerts, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. This is popped up, calling for it, Dozier, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie.
Standing in, Mookie Betts. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Here's the first pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. The 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. Possible winning run on first, one man away. Shoots this one to first, and he might have done it. Can they score that runner from first? Here comes the winning run for the plate, and a relay to the plate, and the Red Sox are going to walk off a winner.
Endings just don't get much better than this. Great job at the plate putting the ball in play, and then the runner at first does the rest. Stop at third? No way. Rounded third, flew home, and scored the game winner. My heart is still in my throat.
In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.